What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times, back with another weekly race video. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the 4-late elimination, and we are going to do some weekly racing. As you see, we got it set up already. It doesn't take that long to set up because you just unfold it basically, and then I put that loop there so I can catch the cars and whatnot. Today, for today's weekly race, it's going to be your typical tower of fast racing. I always love tower fast racing because it will get to showcase all the fast vehicles and who can knock out whom on the tower. And without further ado, let's go right to the tower to see who is on there. This is my favorite part. From 1 to 10, here we go. Space 1, we got the 70 Pontiac Firebird. In Space 2, how many of y'all are looking for this, by the way? We got the Camry with the red and white police car livery. And I still have never seen a red and white police car to this day. In Space 3, we have ourselves the 11 Dodge Charger RT. In Space 4, we have the 87 Dodge D100. In Space 5, we have the Ferrari F512M. In Space 6, we have the Millennium Falcon. In Space 7, we have the 1985 Honda CRX. In Space 8, we have the 92 Ford Mustang. In Space 9, we have Octane. And in Space 10, we have ourselves a Datsun 620. 10 realistic cars on the, or 10 realistic castings on the Tower of Fast. One of them might get knocked off of their spot. But before we do that, we have to determine who is going to challenge for the Tower Fast. So we got some realistic cars we're going to be racing today, and hopefully one of them will knock out one of these 10 on the Tower of Fast. And it's time to begin today's weekly race by starting out with round number 1. Alright guys, it's time to begin round number 1. Here are your first 4 castings that are ready to go racing. Right, looks like Bowser's cart is going to move on. Here we have the next 4 cars that are ready to race. Lamborghini Huracan. Alright, here are your next 4. The 87 Dodge D100 is going to get the win. Alright, next 4. Alright, Mustang Mach 1. Here are your next group of 4 that are ready to race. Alright, looks like that's going to go to the Cool Combi. Because as you see, the Bronco is on its side as it crossed through the gate. But the Combi crossed through the gate as well. And part of the front end is touching the orange track. So what that means is the Combi gets the win. Take a look at this next group of 4. Maserati MC12. Because here's your next group of 4. Volkswagen SP2. Here's your next 4. Ferrari F50 convertible is going to get the win. Here's your next 4. And look at that matte white combi there. Oh, let's see. All right, so If cars make it through this strip of the track, I just moved it a little bit, we're going to count that as a finish spot as well, as of right now. So basically, you have to have all fours as you're supposed to do when you cross through. And that happens if nobody gets to the line. Who is on the track, basically, is a one to move on. So, this standard Mario Kart is going to move on. Next four. Alright, your winner is the Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. Here's your next four. '18 Copel Camaro moves on. Here's your next four. King Cuda. Here's your next four. '66 Nova. Here's your next four. And it looks like we're going to have to do a redo with these two cars only. Chrysler Pacifica gets the win. Second to the last group of four. My favorite, Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo. We're coming down to the final four. It's time to see which one of these four are going to move on to the next round. Alright, here we go. It's time to say the name. Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo gets the win. And I did it in one shot. Congrats to me. And here are all who are moving on to the next round here. We got two Mario Karts moving on as well. That's very interesting. If you're wondering, I didn't have Princess Peach because I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of people who like Peach. So, quite frankly, I wasn't able to get her. But she'll be here momentarily. Here's all the vehicles moving on to round number 2. And round number 2 will start right after this. It's time to start round number 2. Here are your first four castings. Damn, Bowser just destroyed that D100. He's in it to win it. Here's your next group of four. Now that was an interesting run, but as you see, way over there, the Maserati MC12 is upside down, but the Ferrari F50 came across the line as well. So what that means is the Ferrari F50 is your winner. Coming down to the second to the last group, here are the four castings that are going to win and whatnot. Let's get right into it. Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. Here are your final four, and we have a handicap. 3-on-1. 3 new castings against 1 that is not new at all. Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo gets the win. Here's how the third round, or I think the semifinals is going to look like. Not the third round. Sorry about that. Here we go. We have two 2019 castings, and we have a Oldie, and we have a Mario Kart moving on, which is the villain Bowser. So yes, semifinals is coming up next. It's time for the semifinals. This is where we race this group of 4 twice in order to get 2 finalists that will move on to challenge for a spot on the Tower of Fast. Here is the first heat. Alright, well, the Porsche Panamera Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo is going to be your first finalist. And just like that, we have the remaining 3. Only one of the 3 is going to face off against the Panamera. And it's going to be the Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. Here's your finals matchup, which is a one and done. And the finals is coming up next. Alright, here are your finals. We have the Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo taking on the Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. One of these 2 are going to challenge for a spot on the Tower of Fast. That was a burnout style takedown. I'm going to have to see that one again. But your winner is the Porsche Panamera E-Hybrid Sport. Oh, damn. Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo. The Porsche with a long-ass body and a long-ass name got the win, basically. It's time to see who he faces in the Tower of Fast. That was off camera. It is 11, so what that means is that basically, I don't know what's going to happen when I have 11. I think that means that I'm going to have to find a car with somewhere closest to or the nearest space code. Haven't made a rule for when I roll an 11, so I just gotta make that up on the fly here. And looks like over here, I think it's maybe this one. Let me see. Yep. This is who he's facing. So yeah, new rule. And this is not the Bill Maher show, but new rule. If I roll an 11, basically, I have to take a look at the car's base code, which says M12. And what I have to do is pick a car or pick a casting on the Tower of Fast that has the same or closest to the base code, which would be this one. So yes, there's your Space 2 battle, D100 versus Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. And that match will be happening right after this. Here we go. It's the battle for space number 4. And since these two both have the same base code, we're going to go with the one that was bought the earliest, which was the Dodge D100. I found that at a rainy day in Target, and luckily I don't have the soggy carded one lingering around anywhere. Yeah. Anyway, it's time to see if he'll keep the spot or if the Porsche Panamera has enough willpower to defeat the almighty Downhill King. Panamera's getting off to an early start here. He got his first win. If he wins again, then that means that he gets space 4. The D100 came off to a terrible start, but he has to win this race in order to keep this space number. If not, then we have ourselves a new car in space 4. Well, looks like the end of an era has been upon us. Well, not really an era because this casting is just new. It came out last year. But, yes, we have ourselves a new casting, actually. Brand new casting in the Tower of Fast. New car for space number 4. The Porsche Panamera Turbo S E Hybrid Sport Turismo. This car is about at least a couple weeks old, but it is now finally in the Tower of Fast. Look at it, sitting nicely in its space box. And he's joined by some few other new guys out there, even though they've been released previously. These are their new releases so far. And here is how the Tower of Fast looks right now. Congratulations to the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo for getting the win and getting space 4 in this Tower of Fast weekly race. I hope you like this video. Thumbs it up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure you subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. It's your boy Chris Cage, and I'm coming at you 2 times, and we will see you at the next video.